Hey guys, so today we are going to talk about how to write lyrics for sync. Let's go. Hi, my name is Steve Collin for the secrets to musicsuccess.com, and today we're going to talk about lyrics. We're going to talk about the difference between your artist kind of lyrics and the more descriptive stuff to more the universal stuff for sync. So I want you, if you clicked on this video, then you obviously want to write better lyrics for sync, or you want to write lyrics for sync. So the biggest takeaway, or the biggest thing you need to remember, that your artist tracks are very descriptive. They paint the picture, they paint the scene. As an example, if a verse was like, I'm in my truck driving down the highway. So what is the story? He's in his truck, he's driving down the highway. Or maybe it's I'm on the beach getting ready for a surf. Maybe it's very descriptive. It's like, well, duh, I know you're not in the country, you're on the beach getting ready to go for a surf. There's waves, there's a surfboard involved. And so it's, you've got all those kind of things. That's very descriptive. And so if you were to jump on the other side, and if you wanted to write more lyrics that for sync, you can't be descriptive. You can't paint those pictures, because what if it's not in the scene? What if you say, I'm on the beach getting ready for a surf because I feel good today, and then the chorus is, I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, or whatever. Then they can't use that verse, because what happens if they like the chorus, I feel good, but the characters are in this whole story set in the country or something? It's not gonna work. So they can't use it, and so they don't use it. And so if you want to get more sync, or you want to start writing for sync, you got to remember that you can't write the descriptive, like do not paint the picture, because you're going to be getting in the way of the director. The director has his mission, he has the emotion that he wants, he has all the things that he has done, and he knows the painting the picture he wants. Who knows, whatever the scene is that he wants. This is a story about people in the country or something, or maybe they're on Mars or something. Maybe it's a space one, maybe it's whatever it is. That's the story and the agenda of the movie or the TV show. And so you've got to learn to not be descriptive. And now the next thing you've got to make sure that you do is emotion trumps everything. So what that means is you've got to write from emotions. That's how you do it. That's how you get more sync. That's how you get more of these opportunities, and how your song becomes a better fit with the director and the music supervisor. It's a perfect fit. Now, and some examples of writing emotion is, ask yourself, instead of saying I'm sad, why do you feel sad? Or instead of saying I'm so sad now that I said goodbye to our relationship, or whatever it is, or I'm so sad now that you've died or you're gone. How does that feel? Don't just explain the situation, because in sync, and again, sync is, you got video and you got music, and the synchronization of putting them together is a sync. So when you've got that, they're already painting a picture. The director's already painting a picture. He's maybe they've said goodbye. There's a relationship, and they broke up and they said goodbye. So he's painted the picture. They argued on the beach, or wherever they were. They argued on the beach, and they said, "Well, he said I'm out of here," and she started crying. The picture is there. You do not need to say the picture. I was crying when you said goodbye, or I cried when you said you're out of here. You don't go with, how does that feel? How does that feel when she's crying on the beach? Maybe use words like hopeless, or lost, or wasted time, or I thought, she probably thought that they had something, or there was something there, and now it's gone, it's shattered, it's crushed, it's a glass jar that's broken, it can't be replaced, can't be repaired. All those kind of words, all those kind of things are going to trigger the emotion. So as an example, instead of saying, you walked out the door mad at me, maybe say something like, slammed doors and cold hearts. that says so much more, and it's so much more emotional, and it's pulling on heartstrings more, and it's gonna support the story a lot more than than if you just describe the scene. Now, if you go one step further using that example, slammed doors and cold hearts, that does have one little descriptive thing, and it doesn't. It's slammed doors. So what happens if there wasn't slammed doors? So maybe if they could have, maybe you could change slammed doors to frozen inside cold hearts, or life has stopped cold hearts, or something like that, where it's more general, more universal, and you can use it a lot more opportunities, a lot more scenes, and then you took out the word slam doors. But so that's the kind of the approach we're going. And now, ones, if you're happy, what if you're writing a happy song? Again, don't explain the situation. Don't say, like, let's say you're doing a romance song or a happy song, and you're like I always have this little joke that I say. You would never write in a sync friendly song, or if you're trying to get a placement, you wouldn't write, I fell in love with you when you're wearing that red dress standing on top of the Eiffel Tower building in New York City on Christmas Eve. You've got like 5 things there that are gonna clash with what the scene is, what the dialogue is, and now if it did line up and yours was the only song on this universe that fit that exact scene, or guess what? The director is more likely to not use it because it's too on the nose. The scene is already there. Maybe the characters were there when they fell in love, and maybe that's the whole scene. It is Christmas Eve. She is wearing a red dress. They are on the top of the Eiffel Tower building, and it's maybe all those things they're already there, so they don't need you to tell them about it. Just like as an example, you wouldn't use, like, Coca-Cola, or McDonald's wouldn't use, whoa, I like to drink Coca-Cola. Whoa, I like to drink Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola. They're not going to use that. They have the characters and the actors sipping their drink, whatever, having their drink, but they're chasing a lifestyle. They're chasing an emotion. As an example, Coca-Cola chases the cool factor, so they've got people doing cool things, things that, they're going with that thing, and then they're thirsty and they have a drink. So it's like, they're trying to put that drink into the cool part of your life, or when you're doing cool or fun things. So that's kind of like a little fun example. But if you think about it, and as you write your lyrics, remember, it's okay to do both, but don't try and put a round peg in a square hole, or just know what you're doing. So when you're writing those lyrics for an artist, be descriptive, create the emotion as well, because emotion is always trumps everything. So make sure you always do the emotion, but then write those descriptive words, paint that picture. Now, if you want that to be sync, you need to know that, okay, so we need to craft it in a way that's going to be sync friendly. So another example for a happy song is, if you, instead of saying I'm on top of the world, maybe you can say, I can't explain this joy inside. So instead of on top of the world, where it's kind of like, you're just saying it flat, you're like, I'm on top of the world. It's like, well, maybe dig a little deeper and get to some of the emotion of that. And I can't contain this joy inside. That shows you a picture, or gives you an emotion that it's a human feeling that we all feel, that they're emotional. They're just gonna, they can't contain it inside. They're gonna blow up. They're gonna explode. They're gonna yell out really loud, scream out loud, woo, And so I'm just thinking of a football game. No, never do you have a quiet football game. It is so emotionally charged. People are like, woo, they're yelling out for their team, or any sport, but hopefully this helps, guys. So take these little notes when you're writing your next song, when you're this week, or even tomorrow, this next month, whenever you're writing your next song, ask yourself those 2 different things. Am I writing more descriptive lyrics? Then that means it's going to lean towards more of an artist kind of song. Or are these lyrics a little bit more universal, emotionally charged and emotional? then that's going to be more sync friendly. So good luck with writing your songs, and hopefully using these little tips, you get tons of placements. That's what I want. So, but also please subscribe and head over to my website at thesecretstomusicsuccess.com and check out. I got a bunch of different stuff there. What I like to do is if you have a song and you want some feedback on it, find me on the social media networks. Steve Collum at Facebook, or whatever that is, Facebook/Steve Collum. And actually, I'll put a link below. Add me as a friend. Direct message me. Contact me. I'm totally approachable, and I want to help you. I want to help you with your songs and getting your music out there, and whatever I can do to help with that. And also sign up to my VIP list because over on thesecretstomusicsuccess.com, because you can download a free PDF on songwriting tips and mixing tips, and that will help you out as well. So awesome, guys. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week.